What's the call to action here? Obviously, to check out Supply Chain Federation, but I mean, what are some of the things that um, you're kind of organizing your energy in this way? Like, where are you seeing, um, an effort to be effective and to do things?
Well, it's a great question. And I get, from Supply Chain Federation standpoint, we don't want to just say no to something, but not say yes to something. We need to solve the problem. And, without being dismissive in any kind of way, the last 2%, it's fair. It's a noble cause, right, to want to do it. However, we need to go back to what's real and what's actually implementable. So we cannot design an expansion system of electric vehicles for a grid that we don't have. But we can certainly design an expansion timeline for a grid that we do have with reasonable federal infrastructure, braided dollars with reasonable other things in balance. The statute for the AQMD says that the solutions to emissions problems must be cost effective, right? And what we've seen is a bit of a shift to loosey-goosey cost effective. What can we do? We can be actually cost effective. Like, that wasn't made to advantage industry in a nefarious Rockefeller way. It's because the technology doesn't exist and we can't afford it, guys. So that, and now very tactically, what we're doing at supply chain is, as I said, we're seeing these ISRs spread across the nation. We also have a port ISR in October here in California. There's rail ISRs. There's an ISR buffet, wherever you want to go.
Are you looking at federal legislation to stop it?
Yes, and we look to our leaders at the EPA, and they're discussing ISR, which really, for an SCF, that's when our radar went on and said, no, 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 please stop drinking this Kool-Aid. At least, let us tell you what it actually is. So, we're having conversations. I know others are having conversations, but at the federal level to say EPA, again, love that this administration wants to invest in infrastructure. I want highways too. I want freeway. We have forgotten about freight. It's not sexy and exciting, but it's important. So yes, how might we work with this administration to set reasonable goals, to embrace what cost effective can actually mean, and to work with our states, just from a national standpoint, just to be more organized so that we don't have rail cars that don't align, so that we don't have emission standards that no
That
one can
sounds
do.
so crazy to me.
Like, this is a solvable problem. Just talk to each
Yeah,
other.
yeah, yeah. Rail
Solvable
cars not
problem.
aligning. I mean, that sounds
I
nuts.
mean,
That should never exist.
guys, so these are solvable problems. And certainly, I would make my last plea to your folks, what can you do, particularly in California? Have you have to reach out. I mean, it really is a democracy for a reason. You got to reach out to your local electeds. You got to reach out to your state electeds and say, it's too much. Not right now. I do not want to pay another $1,000, $3,000, $5,000 gas tax, housing, childcare, mental health, crime. Guys, figure out with what you got and give us a minute, because California families need a breather and we're trying to, get our lives sorted out. Please don't make it harder with unnecessary costs for things that don't work.